Now, Paula Badosa to start serving against Oksana Selekhmeteva, Liz Smiley and Candy Reid in the commentary booth.
$15 left. Let's serve.
Go searching for that toss, Badosa. All the way out to the right, really far in front. That was a better one.
Did serve well against Serena Diaz, her first round opponent from Kazakhstan, won that match 6-2, 6-4. Dropped serve just once during the second set.
Played in Brisbane, Badosa.
30-15.
Lost in the third round to Rybakina. Gee, it's great to see her back playing well and playing well again. Finished the year so well, 2025. Badosa also played in Adelaide. Lost in the first round there to Buskova.
Wind slightly picking up. So Rod Laver becomes 30 all. Badosa not playing a huge amount in the second half of 2025. He's competing in 3 singles matches before coming here to Melbourne.
$30-40.
Another break point opportunity then for Selekhmeteva, the lefty. Won't take it. She is making just a second appearance here at the Australian Open.
She dropped it a little bit short, Badosa.
Advantage, Selekhmeteva.
Coaching team of Paula watching on with some concern because she's now up against a second break point. Double fault, that one considerably long.
First game.
So Oksana Selekhmeteva breaks in the very first game. Great start.
We talked about the wind, didn't we? And Badosa just struggling with the toss there. I don't think that's going to be unique to her today. I think a lot of players are going to make adjustments and they'll be tossing the ball up and catching it.
So interesting, the wind, Liz. I don't know from your career, but I always felt like it was the hardest weather condition to cope with.
Fair enough. I think it's the great equaliser, isn't it? Because you have to modify all of your game. You know, if there's no wind, you can hit flat and hard toward the lines, but you know, you can't do that in the wind, and particularly if it's blowing from one direction. You know, it's at your back, or if you're hitting into it, all sorts of adjustments need to be made. The balls that you think would normally go in float out.
One side you can lob from, one side you can't. One side's better to drop shot from. One set's not good.
On.
Oh, nicely done.
30-15.
Came through against Ella Seidel of Germany in 3 sets in the first round. 6-3, 3-6, 6-love. Won almost half of her second serve points in that match, which is very impressive. Enjoying her first major win. The left thigh quite heavily strapped. We'll see if that affects her movement as this match ensues.
Well, she anticipated well, Badosa.
30-40.
Started moving to her left even before her opponent wound up for this one and was waiting.
Oh, that's beautifully done. What a great serve it was, and anticipating the short ball.
Juice. Advantage, Selekhmeteva.
Just have one win over a top 50 player in her career. Came against Sorana Castella, the Romanian, who was world number 35 at the time. So this would be by far the biggest win if she can pull it off. It's looking good.
Yeah, she did well, though. You look at her results in sort of September, October. She won a 125 title, and then actually she won 2, the runner-up and another. So she played lots of matches in that period of time after the US Open, where, you know, you talk about someone like Paula Badosa, who, you know, really didn't play much. I mean, she has to obviously manage her body a little bit better, but, you know, quite a few matches by Selekhmeteva. It's always a question mark coming into this Australian Open, isn't it? The best way to prepare for the first major of the year.
Are you going to reveal the answer?
Well, you know what? Everyone's different, I guess, aren't they? You know, some people like a lot of matches. Someone like Kostyuk, who got to the final in Brisbane, then didn't play in Adelaide, came here and lost first round. So she'll be looking for something different next year. I'm not too sure if there's a perfect answer, is there?
No, I think you're right. It's individual, how the body's feeling. We know now Jannik Sinner turns up. He just played one exhibition match. Straight into it.
Just missed. Talked about Andreeva. You know, I mean, she's got a pretty tough draw, actually. So
15 all.
she talked about yesterday how she has to be 100% from the very get-go. You know, she won Adelaide, so she's got plenty of confidence.
She's going to play Elena Gabriela, or Gabi Rusa. For place in the fourth round is Mira Andreeva.
Oh.
She's in the top half of the draw and slated to meet Arina Sabalenka in the semis if she gets all the way through.
Yeah, that could have been tricky, though, that whole little section there.
Andreeva, a three-set winner over Donna Vekic, and then 11-4 against Maria Sakkari. Do you give Andreeva a chance of winning a major in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, look, what is she, 18? She's still a kid, isn't she? And then, you know, you look at someone like Mboko, who is also just a kid at 19. There's this young wave that Madison Key said last week she's sick of playing them all. You'd have to think that Andreeva's, you know, got as good a chance as any. Her ranking right now, she's got Conchita Martinez in the corner, who I think has been a great calming influence on her. So you need the right people around you. It's not so much the number of people, it's the quality of the people.
Always about the who. But it's when. Badosa here facing more break points. It's a stunning backhand. Slow start here for the 25th seed, who is ranked 26 in the world. Coached by Paul Toledo. And defending semi-final points from last year. Is not the way she wants to go about it. A second double on breakpoint down for Paula Badosa. Costs her massively. And up to 12 minutes, Oksana Selekhmeteva, for the first time in a second round of a major, is leading 3-love. Well, she's not looking too comfortable, is she, Badosa? There's a coach in the whites. Won't panic yet, Paul Toledo. But certainly an area of concern here for a player whose ranking is going to absolutely plummet if she loses this early, given all those points she won here last year.
Of course, that's what happens. You know, your ranking points stay on for just the year. And unless they're replaced by equal or better, then the ranking takes a bit of a dip. And you know, that's always sort of in the back of your mind a little bit. You know, even though you try and not think about it, ranking determines everything, where and when you play.
How you're treated. You're top 20, you get a few more perks on the WTA Tour side of things. So the 25th seed in trouble here. Oksana Selekhmeteva has started off beautifully. She is coached by Anna Alcaraz and actually lives in Spain, but also lives in Dubai.
Let's go.
A few more female coaches on the WTA Tour these days. There she is.
Let's second serve.
Another thing when you're playing in wind, it's really important the footwork. You know, you just saw Badosa just then just reach for that shot. She just really needed just a couple more adjusting steps, needed to be a little bit closer to the ball. But of course the ball's moving around Have to make those adjustments again.
30 love.
Badosa needs to get something going here.
30-15.
It's just wonderful play by the lefty.
40-15. Oh. $40-30. Game Selekhmeteva.
Another game ticked off.
Selekhmeteva leads 4
A
games to
little
love.
bit more of a crisis here. Not though for Anna Alcaraz. Good poker face there, but her play at 4-love up.
Love 15.
Shot selection to let her down early in this match. Badosa, just a rally ball there. Tried to do just a little bit too much with. Oh, she went the wrong way.
15 all.
Got into a good position here, though, didn't she? Didn't overplay that. Really, well, it's easier to say now, but go up the line with that forehand volley. There was plenty of space. Nicely done.
30-15.
Important game, this one, for Badosa. Even if she doesn't win this set, she's got to get on the board and just hold serve.
Yeah, she's got to give herself something to work from, doesn't she, really?
40-15.
Badosa, a former world #2, just had a back injury which has kept her out of so much tennis recently. Semi-final here last year, then a quarter-final in Merida, Mexico, round of 16 in Miami. Didn't play Madrid or Rome due to that back problem. She said it takes her about 4 hours on average to get ready for matches. That's how much preparation he has to do.
Game Badosa. Selekhmeteva leads 4 games to 1.
So up and running, is it too little too late? It might be, but at least it gives Badosa something to build on. 19 minutes played. Well, there was an army of hot shots kids, Liz, earlier today. How about this?
Oh, how terrific. The hotshot kids, they get to play. You know, they're so excited. Look out, here we come. Hundreds of them. Just give me a racket and point me in the right direction, I'm there.
And they've been playing, haven't they, on 1573 Arena right before this match began. There was some short court set up and having really good rallies and competitive points.
And then they get to toss the coin, and then
brilliant.
I think they get to keep the coin.
That's really good.
Which is nice. And look, there's one of them there. Just
All
settling
their
in for the day.
outfits. Got a good sun hat on, that's important. Slip, slop, slap.
Terrific.
Eating some healthy food.
Well, I don't know about
Too many
healthy.
food colourings. There is a pink building that's new on site here at the Australian Open Melbourne Park this year. It's got lots of makeup on it, and for many it would be a very exciting place to do. In fact, there's a massive queue to get into that pink building this year.
She's on the back foot again, Badosa.
15 left.
Her opponent is the one making all the plays and swinging freely.
She's played very freely, hasn't she, Liz Selekhmeteva, up until this point, but you just wonder, as she goes for the biggest win of her career, if she can finish it off, if the nerves are going to take hold.
It's always a question mark, isn't it, against lower ranked players who are trying to break through and do something that they've never done before. Badosa's best point by far.
15-30.
It was quite an exclamation when she won that point. A long one. Trying to get herself going. It's kind of that balance, isn't it, between being too overpumped and too relaxed. Trying to find that balance is Paula. Wide. So the Spaniard with a chance.
15-40.
One of those breaks back. She did have a break point in the second game of this contest. Toledo has put the hoodie on. It's cold out there, relatively speaking, of course.
Here we've got some hot weather on the way.
30-40.
40 plus.
Really hot.
Saturday, Tuesday.
We'll be ready in our air-conditioned commentary box.
It's going to test all the players.
Done. Paula Badosa on her bottom.
Deuce.
Play against lefties, you just seem like they can really use so much more of the court. They can pull you wide on their swinging forehand, and Badosa shouldn't be too concerned about that. I mean, she's got such a great backhand.
It was a beautifully struck backhand, wasn't it?
Advantage, Badosa.
Missed almost a year of play at the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024 due to that back injury we've been talking about. The ranking fell off a cliff. Said her goal for 24 was to finish back in the top 30. She did.
It's not an easy task right there.
And we're starting again, aren't you? You've got to build confidence, match fitness.
Oh, nicely done. Showing us a full range of shots and finishing with a beautiful drop shot. Just a nod of the head from Badosa, acknowledging the nice touch.
Advantage, Badosa.
Poor number 4. It's long, and so Paula Badosa has won 2 games on the bounce. Still behind a break of serve, but she will feel a lot better about her chances.
Willing herself to play better.
So let's see how the 23-year-old Selekhmeteva responds here.
Oh.
Yes.
Too good.
Love.
She's settled into the match now, hasn't she, Badosa? For the first few games, she was just a little bit at sea. She just looked a bit slow, a bit flat-footed, and was struggling with the toss, and seems to have overcome all those early problems.
A hero of hers growing up was Maria Sharapova, and that reaction was very Sharapova-like.
Well, the difficulty, you know, we've talked about the wind today, but from that southern end, you know, the ball toss, what time is it local time here? So it's 11:39 local time. That sun's going to be a bit of a problem for a righty. Just have to adjust the toss.
Ball.
is Paula Badosa's record against left-handers in
I knew you would have that, Candy.
WTA Tour or above level matches is really good. 30 wins, just 11 defeats. That's dating back to 2015.
Well, the forehand gets the credit, but it was the serve that did the damage in that
40-15.
Really kicking out wide. Look at this here. How much court Badosa has to work with this shot. Really kicks up high, that second serve.
She's the taller of the two players. Paula Badosa stands at 5'11", 1m80. That's a tremendous serve and forehand. It was 4-love. It's now 4-3, and we've got a serious set on our hands.
New balls, please.
Out here on 1573 Arena. Liz, why do you think Paula Badosa's record against lefties is so good?
Well, apart from the fact she's got a great backhand, and lefties tend to sort of swing it wide on that side, but yeah, I think that's probably a big part of it.
She did lose to Alexandra Iyala in her most recent left-handed battle. That was actually back in Miami 2025, so towards the first half. So Badosa hasn't played a left-hander in the last 8 months, but before that she'd won 6 straight matches against southpaws, as they call them in the USA. Do you have a term for lefties in Australia?
Do you know why they call them southpaws?
I don't.
Well, I think it's a
Time.
baseball term.
It is.
Baseball diamonds.
Definitely is.
Baseball diamonds face to the west, and the south is on the left.
Oh, they're smiling.
Every now and then.
That's why they pay the big bucks. That's genius.
But no, we don't have we just call them lefties. We're pretty basic here in Australia. New balls.
Selekhmeteva won the first 4 games.
Love.
Good doubles player is Oksana. Won a couple of junior major titles in doubles, 2019 US Open, 2021 French Open. Also reached the final of the 2019 Wimbledon girls doubles.
Ball.
That's not surprising, is it? She's got good touch. I've already seen that. Volleys well.
That can be devastating.
30 love.
Always about the pace, is it? Terrific angle on that one.
10 of 18, 1 behind her first serve. 5 of 8, impressively, 1 behind her second serve.
So Badosa there, Badosa, you know, she goes straight across instead of moving into the court, you know, to cut the angle off. You know, that wide serve is, or the one down the middle, the swinging one, you've got to cut the angle off from the lefty. Better return, which was decisive.
Selekhmeteva then throwing in her second double fault. Paula Badosa has 3. Not the easiest serving day weather-wise. Quite a blustery day out here in this dome of 1573 Arena. Love.
Deuce.
Comes deuce. A little shaky there from the player ranked 101.
Advantage, Badosa.
They have to feel a lot better now about the Spaniards' chances. Badosa brings it all the way back from 4-love to 4-all.
4 games all.
Just some unforced errors there from this lady. To have 40 love, and then when you're playing against a caliber of someone like Paula Badosa, you just feel like you're under the pressure, under the pump. You know, she can feel that her opponent's starting to get better and just pushing a little bit more. I'm glad she didn't try and hit that.
That wind is rather stronger than it actually looks.
And the wind is behind Badosa as well,
Lovely.
so that's why, you know, that ball that gets away from her goes too far to the right and too far in front. That's the one she catches.
Concerned look towards her camp. They can do nothing for you, Paula.
See the movement of the ball.
Love 30.
Selekhmeteva actually handled that high forehand really well, didn't she? Rather than going for a big slam. Being encouraged by her coach, Anna Alcaraz. And now the sun has popped its head out once again. It's all happening.
15-30. Let's first serve.
Winner of 4 WTA Tour singles titles in her career, Badosa. World number 2, she's banked almost 10 million in career prize money, US. It's been an exceptional career, but one has just been hampered by injury.
some players just have bodies like that, don't they? They just, you know, I heard Taylor Fritz, you
15-40.
know, talking earlier yesterday, you know, the knee's good, but gee, you know, a couple of other things have popped their head up. And Badosa just seems like she's a little bit like that, even though the back has been ongoing. It seems like it's not one thing, it's another. You know, some bodies are just more difficult to manage.
Yeah, and someone like Daria Kasatkina has said, I've been so lucky, I just don't get injured. Very rare. Because it's hard, Liz, isn't it? This is such a physically demanding and mentally demanding sport.
30,
Finally, she
40.
gets one. She can just give a bit of a nudge to the first ace of the match for Badosa.
We see Barbara Krejcikova had a debilitating back injury which kept her out for most of last year, and she was struggling again with injury here at the Australian Open, bundled out in the first round after winning the first set against Diana Schneider. She was in tears because she just can't get over these injuries. She cannot get her body healthy, and when she's in full flow, Krejcikova, as we've seen at Wimbledon and Roland Garros, she is one of the world's best. Just so frustrating.
Gee, that's a heck of a second serve, considering that it was her second go at the second serve. Just got the toss in exactly the right spot and got terrific racket head speed to kick it out wide.
Well supported out here, and that is her 8th point behind her second serve. She's 1 out of 16. Oh dear, made a big mess of that pretty routine
Advantage,
backhand volley.
Selekhmeteva.
Liz, you could have hit that with your eyes closed.
Well, we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say possibly the wind affected this ball, but as you say, Candy, that's just a bit of a regulation volley. Maybe she thought about going cross-court and then changed her mind, remembering she was playing a lefty.
So a break point for Selekhmeteva. Both broken each other twice now. It's
Game,
long.
Selekhmeteva.
So Oksana gets herself back in front.
Selekhmeteva
Strange
leads
set
5
this has been.
games to 4.
And Selekhmeteva will attempt to serve it out next.
It's annoying for Badosa. You know, you do all that hard work to get back to 4-all and then play a couple of loose points and to lose serve, and now you've got to dig yourself out of a bit of a hole again. Remembering her opponent today, she's never beaten anyone, the ranking of Badosa, so you would have to think that she's going to be thinking about that, whether she can actually achieve it or not. She looks pretty determined there, though, doesn't she?
Certainly does. Frustration for Badosa.
Time.
So now under sunny skies, a few clouds up there. Oksana Selekhmeteva, a player ranked just outside the world's top 100, will attempt to serve this first set out against the much higher ranked Paula Badosa.
Love 15.
7 winners for the Spaniards. 3 backhand winners, 3 forehand winners and an ace.
On.
Oksana's just had a birthday, turned 23 on the 13th of this month. Qualified at both Roland Garros and the US Open last year, which is exceptional, very difficult.
And she lost to von Drustova on both occasions. What are the chances of that? First round of the French and of the US Open. The same component.
Margaret's here at the Australian Open, just not fit enough. She's another one, isn't she? Not fit enough to play in the main draw. Another Wimbledon winner.
A lucky loser went into that spot. I think Hailey Baptiste. I'm going to have to look at that now.
Herself, but she's missed that forehand. Change in direction, less court to play with.
15-40.
We've got coming up now a couple of break point chances for Badosa to get back on terms once again.
Excuse me, Taylor Townsend was the lucky loser that got in, and she played Hailey Baptiste. Ah, that's disappointing. Regulation. When it's windy like this, regulation sometimes becomes difficult.
Didn't stay down though, did she, Badosa? And that's always a sign where players anxious.
Just too short from Badosa.
A lot of open stance forehands there from Paula Badosa, Liz. And I wondered your thoughts on that. Vladimir Platonik, one of the best coaches in my opinion in the world on the WTA side, likes his players to step into the ball. He says there's too much open stance.
Well, the thing that an open stance does is it gives you time, you know, to get back into the middle of the court. Still got to get the racket head through the ball though to create the power on either side. So you know, if you guide the ball, which is what Badosa did in that particular point, you know, you just felt that she wasn't comfortable and just got shorter and shorter. Set point.
48 minutes played. Selekhmeteva has saved 2 break points in this game. Can she hold her nerve behind this second serve?
It's a good point. It was a terrific second serve. Badosa did a great job. Very effective, the return, and then kept good depth, asking all the questions of her opponent.
That is a lot of break points in one set, 15. Badosa perhaps expecting that serve to go down the tee, caught out. Set point number 2 coming up for the 23-year-old. Who won a lot of matches last year. And there it is. Started so brightly, didn't she? Selekhmeteva won the first 4 games. It seemed as though the first set was going to go her way pretty convincingly. In the end, Paula Badosa made it competitive. But it's the player ranked 101 in the world who takes it in 49 minutes. We've got an upset on our hands here at 1573 Arena. Is it a Kipling? Is it J.R.R. Tolkien?
I don't know, but there's no pen, so she's not writing anything. She's just reading things that, you know, possibly to remind her that she's written about, because just to have a clear thought process. Let's see, this is the first set summary. Yeah, both players struggling a little bit on their second serves. Unforced errors, just one dividing. That's what a 6-4 set looks at. I mean, first serve percentage for Badosa early, it wasn't good, was it? It improved as that set went along. You can almost divide that set up into the first 4 games and then everything after the first 4 games. But credit to Selekhmeteva. Now, this is the first time she's in a major without having to play qualifying. So she's never beaten a player of the quality of Paula Badosa before. So there's lots of questions that are so far unanswered, but
Second set.
she's done a good job in that first set.
So second set about to get underway, and Paula Badosa will be hoping for a much better start. Too many double faults in that opener, and she left it a little too late. Almost completed the comeback, but not quite. We expect perhaps greater things from Badosa in this set.
I think that's fair to say.
Not a huge sample size to play with, but last year Paula Badosa won 3 matches when she lost the first set. Last time being at Roland Garros in May.
40-15.
She came back from a set down to beat Gabi Rusa of Romania. Well, that is, I think, what we were expecting right at the start. A really good service hold. By far the best so far we've seen from the former world number 2. And she just shows her opponents that she's not going anywhere soon. So has the first set in hand, does Selekhmeteva. Beaten easily in that first game, though. Selekhmeteva making her WTA Tour debut in 2021. Was 19.
30 love.
Badosa asking for a little advice from Coach Paul. Do you like, Liz, players receiving words of advice from their coaches, or do you think they should be working it out by themselves?
I think you know the answer to that, don't you, Candy?
I have a feeling I do.
I think it's part of the sport. I think problem solving, some people do it better than others. And I think it should be viewed as such. I mean, I know, you know, I think they okayed it just because it became an impossible thing to police, didn't it?
Agreed.
Not because it was better for the sport.
There's Paul on the right. Clumps of blue shorts. He was wearing a t-shirt earlier, but it is not particularly warm out there. There's a little bit of sun on the Spanish crew.
(40-30).
That's a much better backhand. Oh, a little...
a stumble from Paula.
After she was auditioning for Dancing with the Stars. Strictly Come Dancing, UK. What is it in Australia? One of those?
One of those.
Let's.
In America, it's big because Steve Irwin.
That's right, Steve Irwin's son, Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Won it.
He did.
It's Dancing with the Stars in the US and Strictly Come Dancing in the UK.
Advantage, Selekhmeteva.
You can just see Badosa, she's just struggling, isn't she? It's sort of one step forward and then two steps back, and she's there or almost there. The way she wants to play.
Two steps forward, one step back. Another dancing term. Just trying to audition, aren't you, for the Australian version? I'm surprised they haven't asked you already.
No.
Australia's national treasures.
Deuce.
Tennis players haven't fared awfully well, have they, on those shows?
Annabelle did okay.
Annabelle Croft did really well. But Judy Murray, Martina Navratilova, Monica Seles, Martina Hingis, none of them have...
The key is you have to get a good partner.
And you have to be relaxed. And I'm not sure that too many women tennis players can relax and let their partner lead. Yeah, you're right, Liz, about Paula Badosa. We keep expecting her to come through like she did in the first game and play some really great tennis and almost take control, but
that forehand was halfway up the net.
Oh dear.
Game, Selekhmeteva.
But you know what, Candy? I mean, you talk about, you know, this major
One game on.
being the first one, and you know, it's a bit of a sprint to play well here. You know, you've got Brisbane, you've got Adelaide, you've got Auckland, you've got Hobart, you've got United Cup, and you know, the form is a little bit problematic for most players, and so the form within a particular match, it's not surprising that it goes a little bit like that.
That was an angry forehand, wasn't it, from Badosa?
Gee, that's a nice slice backhand.
Love 15.
What I would call a proper slice. It stays low and it really is difficult to dig it out and get underneath it.
I think, Liz, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we're starting to see more of that now on the women's side of things once again.
Well, I think the penny's finally dropped.
Let's.
The slice isn't just about a defensive shot. It's a shot that you can approach on. It's a shot that's difficult for your opponent to hit. It has good disguise. You can drop shot off it. The penny has dropped for the players and the coaches.
Love 30.
Yes.
Now you look at Sabalenka. You know, I've seen a couple of matches here this week. She's thrown in some serve volleys. You know, is she ever going to be an Ash Barty? No, but she realises the benefit of having variety in the game.
Yeah, I completely agree. Drop shotting and adding elements. Could have gone up there.
15-30.
Had to hustle to get to this one, didn't she, Badosa? Did the right thing, just squeezed it up the line, and then an adequate backhand volley. She was right on top of the net, so that helped.
All.
He's just getting a little bit impatient with herself now, Badosa. You can see shot selection just letting her down there.
A bit more patience needed. She was trying to out-hit her opponent, but Selekhmeteva is not allowing it.
Let's reserve.
Rally of the match.
Deuce.
Good variety, good use of the court, but this is the backhand. Oh, we know how well and what a great shot that is for Badosa. No holding back there.
Some of the KPIs from this match, the key performance indicators, Selekhmeteva has been winning almost all of the longer rallies. So a bright spark there for Badosa, being nice and patient.
Advantage Selekhmeteva.
Double faults were a constant problem in the opening set. Hit many on big points. That is her 5th of the encounter. And that's brilliantly done. Selekhmeteva wins both games from that side of the court.
Selekhmeteva leads 2-1.
Badosa left frustrated. She's got a lot of work to do to come back from this deficit.
That whole point stemmed from a short second serve. And this lady here just able to dominate with the forehand. There's the return. Here's the next one. Good court coverage to get around the backhand and hit the forehand. And then the next one, also a forehand. Look at the movement there. Lots of little steps. Adjusting steps on a windy day. Good preparation. Thank you very much.
Time.
Should be good for Christmas games, wouldn't she, Paula Badosa? 3 syllables, it's a film. Sounds like I'm not happy.
Yeah, there was a lot of information going there. You know, the thought process is clearly not clear, which is never helpful.
Oksana Selekhmeteva to serve. She's getting closer to the biggest victory of her career.
Love. 15-all. $15-30.
Winners now for Paula Badosa.
I didn't do enough with it. It's tough for Badosa in the middle of the court. So once she scampered up to it, she really couldn't get it away from her opponent here. Particularly that forehand side. She can go either way with that.
$40-30.
Again, Liz, we saw Badosa hit that beautiful forehand up the line winner, and it seemed that might get her going, but again, she's down in the game.
Selekhmeteva.
3-1, excellent play. Paula Badosa getting more and more frustrated. She's showing everybody, including her opponents, what kind of mood she's in here. The former world #2. Body language not good from Badosa.
Didn't overplay that forehand though, that winner. Sign of a confident player. Didn't go near any line, but put plenty of racket head speed on the ball. Just brushed up the back of it.
We're going to have a big comeback now from Badosa. Running out of time.
Now.
And you can just see that
15 all.
Badosa reaching for that ball after she missed it, just reminding herself what it is that she's supposed to be doing. And she's down the end where the ball is sort of coming towards her, and once again with the racket there.
Serve percentage from Spaniard has fallen below 50 now.
Oh, she's done all the hard work.
30-15.
She covered some court there, didn't she? One side to the other, and then got, well, the reasonably straightforward ball, and that's the one she made the error on.
Good pick up from Badosa though, wasn't it? That little low half volley.
Oh, that's well struck.
40-15.
That's what we're used to from a former Indian Wells champion at 1,000 level. Someone who's been right up there at the top of the game. Semi-finalist here 12 months ago. Might just have to dig in. Paula Badosa doing well defensively.
Leads 3-2.
Trying to make it look pretty, but maybe now she's on the route to winning ugly. We shall see. Selekhmeteva still in front, 6-4, 3-2. Well, there is an AO shop, the AO 2026 collection available throughout Melbourne Park and online. Scan the barcode. Features apparel, accessories, keepsakes inspired by the tournaments.
What are you taking home, Candy?
Well, I've got water bottles. I'd like a hat.
A mug? How about a mug?
Yeah, well, a mug. You're a big a mug collection, aren't you? Those big balls, they're tricky to get in the suitcase, though. Good for
Take up too much
signing,
space.
signing autographs.
That's a nice cap right there.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the beer. A nice cap.
Time.
I'd have a bit of lemonade in mine. Not in my cap, obviously. That would be weird. Although, I've got some AO branding from the AO shop. A lot of merchandise to be bought on site and online. Got a few requests from the UK. Wristbands must be taken home, etc.
$15.
A lot of prize money to be banked for the winner of this match. 327,750 Australian dollars. Not bad.
Good
$15.
work if you can get it, or if you're good enough.
Slightly different from your day.
Just a little bit.
A few thousand here or there. 130 ranking points as well for the winner. Champions so far in Brisbane: Aryna Sabalenka, Auckland, Elena Svitolina, Adelaide, Victoria Mboko, Hobart, Iva Jovic, Elisabetta Cocciaretto won that one.
Well, Mboko got to the final in Adelaide.
30,
And she lost to
15.
Mira
Lost to-
Andreeva. She is one to watch, playing really well here, isn't she? Again.
Newcomer of the year on the tour. What a phenomenal year she had in that particular tournament.
Won
Of course,
Montreal.
in Canada.
Yeah, 1,000 at home.
$40-15.
There's just no way through for Badosa. Stuck with her game plan. It hasn't been working. And there's the points won by the rally length, as you can see. The plus nines, 8-5.
Gee, that's
Game
nicely done.
Selekhmeteva. New balls, please.
Made that look easy. And it wasn't.
Selekhmeteva leads 4-2.
There's the shot from Badosa. And this next one stays really low. This is the slice backhand and just comes underneath it. Bit of a squash shot, really, wasn't it? Just loosened the wrist. Nice touch.
And that's a really good sign. 23-year-old. Some versatility. Shown us more in that regard today than Paula Badosa has.
Well, she talked about, you talked about how she's done well in doubles as well. So it's not surprising that she's got different types of shots.
Serving with the new balls, Badosa very rarely plays doubles, probably because of the back problem.
Let's
Trying to put any more wear and tear on her body. Does certainly help, doesn't it? Create an all-round game.
$15.
Spain's last hope in the women's singles. That is so surprising, given the amount of good Spanish players. We sort of refer, Liz, to
15 all.
Spain and their academies, don't they, of somewhere good for juniors to go and train. Next to Menor, of course, with a base in Spain.
Really getting close to crunch time for Badosa.
Looks like Liz, I don't know if you agree with me, she's got some inner demons today.
She really just hasn't handled the conditions.
Selekhmeteva has already broken 4 times today. Another one will put her very close to sealing the deal. It's a tremendous return. It does clip the net tape. Badosa wasn't getting anywhere close to it. Another look towards her team. She's running out of ideas and has been broken for the 5th time from 10 chances today. Oksana Selekhmeteva, 4 points away from victory. Yep, fair enough, thank you. What can Paula Badosa do about this? A huge hole for last year's semi-finalist. Does not look at all happy, does she? Do not adjust your sets. That is the score here on 1573 Arena. Oksana Selekhmeteva, going for the biggest win of her career, is 6-4, 5-2 up with an insurance break.
Love 15. Love 30.
So 6 double faults against her first round opponent, Ella Seidel of Germany. So far 5 today.
Love 40.
It's actually not surprising this is a bit of a nervy game, is it? You know, you're trying to do something that you've never done before. This is the first time getting into a major without winning qualifying, and she's never beaten anybody. As the quality of Paula Badosa.
15-40.
Gee, that first serve didn't have much on it.
30,
She
40.
did not want to hit a second serve, did she? Got away with it.
Juice.
40. Back to juice. Again, the shoulder slump of Badosa. Looks like she wants to be anywhere else right now.
Completely mishit that forehand, which, you know, after you've been out there for the amount of time this match has been going for, you would have thought nearly an hour and a half you would be timing it pretty well. Just hasn't had that today, Badosa.
Advantage, Badosa.
Two double faults in this game then for the 23-year-old, facing a fourth break point. Must be sensing that her opponent has tightened up.
Let's second serve. Love. All.
Short second serve from Badosa, gets absolutely battered.
Reminding herself to stay aggressive here. You can see the body language.
30-15.
close to the lob, wasn't it?
30 all.
Just a little bit cautious from Badosa on the overhead. Went up the middle of the court, gave her opponent an opportunity to get racket on ball.
Oh. .30-40.
And so another double fault from Paula Badosa means that Oksana Selekhmeteva, player ranked 101 in the rankings, who's never been to the third round of a major before, has got a match point.
Oh. Deuce.
The mind is an amazing thing, isn't it? I mean, we've seen returns just be crushed by Selekhmeteva this whole match, and then right there, she just wasn't assertive on that second serve return.
Badosa.
Just gets a little bit tight, doesn't it? Badosa just targeting that side.
And she's got to go there again, hasn't she? I've just seen Selekhmeteva block the return back, not quite trusting her forehand like she did earlier in this match. That's a tremendous serve, a little racket shake from Badosa. Narrows the gap. What's going to happen next?
5 games to 4. Time.
Oksana Selekhmeteva to serve for the second time for the match against Paula Badosa. She has just had a match point on the Spaniard serve. Got a little bit tight. And that left arm of hers is probably heavier even than before.
Badosa, she's an experienced campaigner, isn't it?
Love
And,
15.
you know, she's played a lot of big matches in her career, and you know, if there's a moment where she knows that she has to be tough, it's right here. She's going to do everything she can to not donate this game. She wants that same ball. Not that tennis players are superstitious.
Not at all. She is
15-30.
absolutely nervous here, isn't she? Everything collapsing on that second serve.
Tight as a drum. No racket head speed, just slowed down, turned into a push.
It's her 7th double fault, Badosa's 6. Difficult windy conditions, but that one was a nervous one.
And it's the forehand from Badosa that makes the error. You can just feel the tension in that point.
30 all.
Just doesn't want to step into a forehand, Liz. Everything is open stance from Badosa, even when the ball is low and short.
Oh, she's made it.
40-30.
No holding back on this backhand.
th winner. Trusts her backhand, match point number 2.
Oh.
Sometimes it's easier, isn't it, with that second hand on the racket. Oksana Selekhmeteva has just picked up the biggest win of her career, and she's done it on the grandest of stages. Into the 3rd round of the Australian Open for the first time, the 23-year-old. What a win over Paula Badosa, 6-4, 6-4. Last year's semi-finalist and former world number 2 is ousted by a relative unknown, ranked 101 in the world.
Well, we weren't 100%